On some day in 2016 or 17, during one of our classes, a girl asked me, "What was your first impression of me?" Studious type, I replied. Why does everyone think that? She questioned rhetorically, adjusting her glasses. Where I live, people have much more of a rowdy impression of me, which partly didn't surprise me because we live near each other, and also because it lit a path I knew existed but didn't bother walking on. Different people have different versions of you in their mind. Recently, this resurfaced in my mind during reading Vagabond. Bullets may fly around, but I'll lay down. A manga I would recommend you check out. If you're the kind to click on this video, it's very likely you'll love it. And that's another example of it. A version of you that I created, in this case, with a pretty reasonable excuse. And in fact, we do this every time in our every interaction for as fast as 33 milliseconds. We have this mental shortcuts which helps our brain do that, and for very valid reasons are hardwired into us. There are many things that help formulate these shortcuts in our brains, like your worldviews, your cognitive biases, social and cultural norms, first impressions, or your past life experiences. And these later tag teamed with your confirmation bias, halo, and anchoring effect sometimes create a distant yet believable image of reality, which is often far from it. Ever overheard people gossip to someone and you think to yourself, no, that person is nothing like that? Or people misinterpreting your actions for something completely different than what you had in your mind while doing it. Exactly. People's perception of you rarely ever reflects on you, but it does in every way affect you. And frankly, there's nothing you can do about it. As the saying goes, you can't help someone who doesn't want to help themselves. Same way, you can't change the perception of you in someone who doesn't themselves want to change it. That's why first impressions are held at such a high regard, because maybe first time's the only time when people are closest to truly seeing you. Regardless of it, what you internally think of yourself matters far, far more than what the external world thinks of you. Like the metaphor of the elephant tied to a rope, which goes something like one day a small elephant is brought to the circus. Naturally, the elephant doesn't want to stay there so that it doesn't escape. The circus master ties him, the elephant, to a small wooden log. The elephant is still small, not yet strong enough to break that log. But still, he tries. He tries to break the log. But unsurprisingly, is never able to break it because he's simply not strong enough yet. A few years pass by. Now the elephant is all big and strong, almost twice or thrice his size when he was first brought in, but is still tied to that same log and rope. Now he is capable of pulling apart that log, tearing that rope, if only he tries. But he doesn't, because he accepts that he no longer can. So he won't even try, because over the years, somewhere, he accepted that he no longer can break free from that rope. And now, when he is capable of it, breaking free from that rope, from that log, from that circus, he no longer tries. Similarly, we often tend to underestimate or overestimate too, stunning or limiting our growth, often stopping ourselves from doing things we love or things we have loved to do. This can also be said to a perception of people around us. We often tend to limit them to, like parents telling their kids they can't do something, or your friends limiting you. Happened to me recently. So me and my friend were at the gym, the inclined bench press machine that has two separate handles, like not the Smith machine, the other one. So we both were going alternately on this machine, the inclined bench press machine. I lift heavier on that machine than him. So after each set, because we are alternating, we pull out the 15 kg plate after I am done. On the last set, I did felt like I wasn't going hard enough. So I added another 15 to my existing weight. While adding the weights on, my friend said, I don't think you can lift it. If I don't, we'll remove the plate, I said. And I get on the bench and start doing it. After a few reps, I stop and tell him to remove the 15 kg plate that I added. He smirked and said, Told you you cannot lift it. I smiled back at him and said, No, I need to add that 25 kg plate. You should have seen his face. Well, anyway, one way I tackle this problem of limiting myself or others is by repeating a line from Bhagavan, I am infinite, and extending it, we are infinite, by thinking neither me nor others are limited to the perception that I created and are completely capable of good and bad, love and hate, essentially are limitless by nature. Enemy for some, friends for others, capable of both, limited to none. Because we humans, I think, aren't single dimensional creatures. We are rather deeply complex creatures. See ya.